absolutely needs no introduction. He got his start as a member of the iconic boy band NSYNC and has gone on to host and appear on countless television shows. This man keeps busy. He's in movies, he's on Broadway. I mean, there's no stopping.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
Well, today, you are. You're in our kitchen and you're filling our bellies with delicious hot dogs from his food truck, Fat Ones Hot Dogs and Italian Ice. Please welcome my buddy, my man, Joey Fatone.
Thank you. Very excited.
I gotta say, people are pretty excited. Have you seen? I mean, the people are giddy around here. Everybody's taking pictures.
I don't, but that's a good thing, I guess, right? I mean, the presents, I come out, I say hi, and they all smile. I don't know if it's from throwbacks because now I just feel older.
Well, no way. Is it like this everywhere you go?
You know what? Especially with the age, in the sense of when people grew up, because we all have been growing. No, we all grew up around with NSYNC.
Okay, all right.
That's encompassing.
Right, exactly, yes. So now that we are a lot more mature, the flashbacks, I think, of concerts and seeing shows all come back. I mean, I think for me, when I see celebrities and people that I grew up watching, I get the same way. So I understand.
Go on.
Well, we love you, man. We love you.
We'll tell you later.
As you can see, Paige, Ken, and LZ wanted to belly up to the bar with Deb there because they heard you were making some hot dogs.
Yes.
Today. They look delicious. Now, before we do, I got to say that we go back. We crossed paths on Dancing with the Stars back in the day. And we were also teammates.
Yes, we were.
On Battle of the Network Stars.
Oh,
that's right.
And we did win. Our team won.
With Lance and gang, yes, we did. We actually annihilated. I mean, it's not a competition.
Annihilated.
We
It wasn't that clear.
When it got to the tug of war, we were a little, we have a lot more weight on our side, let's just say. It was a lot more muscle and a lot more weight.
Yeah.
I think I was the anchor, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were the anchor. I was going to let you tell that story.
I can tell the story.
All right, let's dive right in.
Yeah, Angelo, man. I've been
Angelo.
been around now, Fat Ones, for over about a year and a half, little year and change. We've been doing food trucks right now. We're very excited. We have a thing called, of course, this is the Angelo. We have a lot of different other names. One called a baritone, another one called a big guy. It's all kind of things that have happened in my past.
Okay,
Since I sang, I'm a baritone. I was in a group called the Big Guys, which had the guy from Despacito, Luis Fonsi's his name.
Oh, wow.
He was a friend of mine I've known since high school. So, but I'm making the one that's called, of course, the Angelo.
And we start with
Big Fat Greek Wedding. You have to start with bacon.
Bacon.
How do you not love bacon? So basically, we got onions right here. We're gonna make the sauce. This is the whiskey-infused bacon sauce, really, is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
hang out with Joey, you're going to have a little bit of whiskey.
Keep on chowing down. We got the onions. We'll throw the bacon in there. We also got some brown sugar. You want to throw that in there as well. We also have the whiskey, which usually this is good to do. No,
I mean, there you go. All right.
Is it good?
Yes!
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You throw that in there. You want to hang on to that because we're going to do that later. We actually mix this down, render it a lot, obviously with the magic of television. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Here you go.
Now, let me ask you this, though. How thick do you want this mixture to end up being?
Well, you want it fairly thick. I mean, obviously, this is a consistency. If it doesn't get really thick, add a little bit more of the brown sugar to thicken it.
Okay. All right,
so you render it. But then after all of that is done and rendered down, you want to get the balsamic. You actually pour that on there. Pour a little nice little glaze in there.
It's like
you
a
want to mix it up?
relish.
Yeah. It's a little whiskey infused. It gets that little sweet, has a little bit of the crunch. I mean, it's bacon. Come on now.
Yeah,
really,
you can't go wrong. You
cannot go wrong, definitely.
And
so now
you
we
just kind of throw it on there.
Just slap it on there like that.
As much as you want. And I love that this is named after your character in Big
Angelo, Big Fat Greek Wedding. Yeah. You know, people always normally do, oh, you want to do something Greek, but we're like, you know what? It's Angelo. But you know, you go to New York, you do these different things, but we want different places. So this is more like a Texas kind of Southern style, I should say, not so much of a Texan. But get it on in there. If you like jalapenos, throw jalapenos on there.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
All right.
This is delicious.
It is so good.
What do you think?
Yummy.
It's not, the beauty part about it is the sweet.
Yes.
Got tang to it.
Yeah.
I'm shoving my bacon chocolate a lot.
I can't understand you right now, but
Right.
I love it. Good combination of the
Well,
sweet
that's
and
about to say
savory.
it's the sweet and savory, and that's the thing. We love to come up with different combinations. We even have stuff where it was called. We had a boy bander, which was 5 little mini hot dogs, and there were samplers as well. Hilarious. So we try to come up with ideas and stuff like that. So we have, like I said, we have the big guy, we got the baritone, we got the Angelo.
The boy
It's been great. You know, we've been very excited about it. Hopefully, we want to branch out to more stuff. But another thing is, of course, I'm having this lovely get up because common knowledge.
Yeah, man, we want to talk about that for sure.
Premiering next week.
Premiering next
what
week,
a great
yes.
concept of the show. So basically, the idea behind the show is that you test the contestants on stuff that they should probably already
That they should know, yes. It's common knowledge.
But they don't
you know?
always know.
Like, when people usually get sick or whatever, how do you cure a common cold, stuff like that. So,
All right.
I think we have a...
we do have a clip.
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Let's take a look. We have Animal Kingdom, etiquette and housekeeping.
Joey, we're going to go with housekeeping.
Housekeeping. All right, here is your question. You can remove hard water stains from your glass shower door by rubbing them with what? A, baby powder, B, lemon halves, or C, banana peels. locked in your answer. Carmen, we're going to start with you.
Joey, I went with B, lemon halves.
It's all right. Claudia
Joey, I also went with B, lemon halves.
and Emily.
Joey, B, lemon house.
You guys are all in common here. Now, why lemon halves? Let's go, Claudia.
The citrus tends to break down a lot of things. So, kind of went with that. And my mom said so we'll go with that too.
I love that. It's a real good explanation. It's, my mom said so. I think that's right. Okay, you have all the same answers in common. So if you're correct, you're going to get the individual points plus the 100 bonus points as well. Is it B, lemon halves? You got it! There you go. All right, the citric acid and lemon dissolves the stains. Pretty simple like that.
I don't know if I would have got that one.
You were saying banana peels, that was going.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
peels.
We did a
guess?
segment on it the other day.
Yeah, well, because banana peels you can polish plants with, but not your shower. I mean, a lemon.
All right, I got
Yeah, and are there any ones that honestly, because I mean, it seems like you would know the answers, but are there any that you think, I know this, and you really
There
don't?
was one that I had no clue about, as far as like, say for instance, a 9-volt, not a 9-volt, but a AA battery. How do you know if the juice is lower by not using like a charger? Do you either roll it in a straight line, throw it and bounce it on the floor, or float it in water to find out?
I thought you put it on your tongue.
But that's a
That's
9
a
volt.
9-volt.
That's a 9-volt, but it's that hurts. What if
So
you?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
One of those three.
One of those three is an
actual test.
It can't be
It's an actual
water.
answer.
It can't be water.
Okay, then what else?
I'm going to say water.
I'm going to say roll. I'm going to say bounce.
Bounce. Why though bounce?
Because others will take it.
But that's always the fun part about the shows, because you ask them, and sometimes they're like, "Oh, I know," and they're like, "Exactly, I don't know." You bounce it. For some
Why?
reason, the more bounce, the less energy it has because it gets lighter. Think about it.
That's what I was thinking.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I had no idea at first either.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting questions. Another one. What?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying about like there was something about as far as eating pine. You can eat pine for some reason. I can't remember the exact questions and stuff like that. But again, there were so many questions running at me. I'm like, oh, I know this one, and I didn't know it either. And there's people that are nurses that are like, oh, I know this. This is my field, and I got this.
Who eats
And they're
pine?
wrong.
The Greeks eat pine.
Wait.
That's why you know that. 'cause
There's,
you remember-
right, exactly. That's right. That's right.
There's a
And that's why I called it, because it might be
There's
hints
a
of pine
wine
in there too.
Retsina that's from pine resin.
Pine sap, right.
Retsina, it's pine
You
resin.
can't. Well, it's like the soft
I
part.
don't recommend you ever drink it.
Is it
Like
that
if
fine?
you're stranded on in a forest, the same thing. Like if a bear attacks, what are you supposed to do? Do you obviously like run up to it, run away?
You get big
play
and
dead?
loud.
Exactly.
Canadian, I know that one.
Exactly.
Come
Can we
on.
come on the show?
Yes, of course. I'd love you to, because this would be fun,
probably
because you guys obviously don't know.
I don't know why you just looked at me, because obviously you don't know.
Obviously.
Thanks, Joey.
Thank you so much, Joey. You were so awesome.
My
If
pleasure.
you're all in the Orlando area, make sure to check out Fat One's Hot Dogs and Italian Ice. And do not miss the premiere of Common Knowledge, January 14th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. It is going to be a great show.